Welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel, an experienced and certified detectives about educated with facts and not hyperbole for the governments or its minions. I do not like criminals or thieving police officers. Yes, I do believe that every criminal must live in fear for their lives and not the law-abiding citizen. I do believe in preemptive strikes against criminals, murderers, and robbers. I do not believe that robbers and criminals should be treated as such. They must be treated as criminals. If you rob and kill people, you are the one who's supposed to live in fear. I do not believe in human rights that protect rapists and murderers. You understand? Today is July 9th, 2022, at about 8 p.m. my time. I don't know what time it is where you are at this time. And I got some good news and bad news for you, my viewers and subscribers. Please sit properly on your chair. You won't believe what I am going to say to you. And when I say that, you won't believe what I'm going to say to you, and it is serious. So earlier this week, I had posted a video with Christopher Dudus discussing his future plans for Jamaica when he returned, in terms of dealing with the criminals in the various garrison all over Jamaica, because he believed that he can reduce crime by himself because he has that influence and that fortitude, and his way of doing things is much better than the government. What you must remember that Christopher Dudus do not report to any government, or he doesn't have to write any report or accountable to anyone. He is his own Don. That's why they call him president. You understand? He's the president of Jamaica. So as you know that he's incarcerated in an American prison. But he still, from time to time, communicate with his cronies back home in Jamaica. And at times, anything, once you're in prison, in American system, any phone call that you're making, it's recorded by Uncle Sam. That's how it is. So you have no privacy when you're in prison. So if you're, ordering a hit on somebody, Uncle Sam will get a hold of it, and that can be prevented from there. That's the reason why the police in Jamaica at CETAC were able to catch even police officers who were on en route to kill some people in Western Jamaica, because that was recording that was stopped by the FBI in the United States of America. I am not going to elaborate more about that. But can you believe that some people in Jamaica suggesting to me that when Christopher Dudus returns to Jamaica after completing his sentence in the United States of America, the Jamaican government should make him, or I should say, appoint him as the commissioner of police? What do you say, Jamaican people? That is what the people are saying. So during the discussion, one of them said to me that ISAT, Buchanan, that's the man on the left, on the thumbnail, is a twice twice convicted drug dealer, coke dealer, somebody who he was a drug mule, and he was caught twice, arrested, charged, and convicted for being a drug mule, a drug carrier. You understand? He was convicted in Jamaica court, where he went to prison in Jamaica, and then he was convicted in an American court, where he went to prison and spent over a decade in the American prison. So this is a man who's a convicted drug dealer. So they're saying that Mr. Isaac Buchanan, being a twice convicted drug dealer, and he was convicted in the American court and Jamaican court and spent over 12 years in imprisonment for his crime. And now that he's an officer of the court, in the same court that sent him to prison in Jamaica, he is one step away from being the Chief Justice of Jamaica. Let me repeat that. They're saying that Isaac Buchanan, that's a convicted coke dealer, was convicted twice for transporting cocaine. He is one step away from becoming the Chief Justice of Jamaica. To date, I haven't heard the PNP LGBTQ plus leader, Mr. Mark Golding, opposition leader, have said a word denouncing ISAT Buchanan appointment to the court because this is unheard of having a criminal practicing law in the court, the same court that sent him to prison. And now he's an officer of the court. And you know that as lawyers, you're supposed to have an impeccable character. But what they have shown is that Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. So there's no dissenters from the opposition side, and zero and super silent from the JLP LGBTQ plus party, led by none other than St. Andrew Holiness. You understand? So that is where we are in Jamaica. So no wonder why we have the crime problem in Jamaica, because you have to understand, that criminality and corruption goes hand in hand. So they're married and become crime lords. You understand? So zero silent from even Peter Bunting and all those people. The Prime Minister, mum. So I don't know who this guy have secret for in the government and uptown, and which one of the judges. You understand? No one has denounced the appointment of a convicted drug dealer as an attorney at law. Imagine the judge that sent this man to prison. Now this man can go in the judge court and can be rude to the judge, in such a way that the judge cannot even charge him for with contempt. But here's a convicted criminal, and now this man is on a pedestal and he's been treated as a role model. You understand? So, you know, that goes to show, they have no problem. The PMP LGBTQ plus party have no problem with ISAT Buchanan being a lawyer because he has secret for a big time PMP LGBTQ politician and a top attorney at law. That these people are involved in the cocaine trade, the drugs trade in Jamaica. You understand? The Minister of Justice, Delroy Chuck, is a criminal supporter, especially if you are bucking the system against the police and the laws of Jamaica. Because Delroy Chuck is not a man who loves the police officers, but he loves criminals. Isaac Buchanan is the right candidate because he's a convicted criminal with 2 convictions for international drug dealing. Christopher Dudus Coke has the same antecedent as Isaac Buchanan. Both of them are convicted felons, and both of them are connected to the criminals uptown. And Dudus would be a better officer of the courts in Jamaica. There is nothing in Christopher Dudus Coke's record could prevent him from leading the Jamaica Constabulary Force. There's nothing. Because let's go full 100 criminals paradise. Those who are up in arms about him being commissioner of police is doing so because they are a member of the PMP LGBTQ plus party and they are supporters. They were dumb, deaf, and blind to the appointment of Isaac Buchanan being appointed as an officer of the court. Because Isaac Buchanan is connected to the PMP LGBTQ plus party, and because Isaac Buchanan have secret for top brass people in the PMP LGBTQ plus party and the legal fraternity. So that is why they could not stop his appointment, because he have secret for them and he haven't divulged who is his handler, who's the person responsible for giving him cocaine to take from Jamaica to the United States of America. That wasn't his first or second road. That was the only twice he was arrested and charged and convicted. So appoint Christopher Dudus Court as an officer of court. Aren't we aren't we gone full blown criminals paradise, Jamaica? Christopher Dudus Court should let his lawyer in Jamaica start the civil suit in the Supreme Court against the government of Jamaica for breaching his rights. by using frivolous and unlawful methods of extraditing him to the United States of America, which was a breach of the extradition treaty and was done by the PNP LGBT party Minister of National Security, Dr. Peter Phillips, because of spite and political retribution due to his influence on the criminals in Jamaica. His payday must be in the hundreds of millions. Jamaica is a criminal's paradise, you know. To the Jamaican people who do believe that Isaac Buchanan, a twice convicted drug dealer who's an officer of the court and has more criminal conviction than Christopher Dudus, deserves to be an attorney of law. Why not Dudus? Why not Dudus be the commissioner of police, as one of my subscribers says? How many convicted drug dealers as lawyers practicing in the courts of Jamaica? I wonder if the Jamaican people know how many drug dealers we have as lawyers in Jamaica. 'Cause that would be surprising, you know. So we're going full blown criminal paradise. You know. Jamaica don't even have any shame anymore on the international scene. We know of Isaac Buchanan, and the crime situation is not getting better. The government of Jamaica allowing a convicted drug dealer to be an attorney at law goes to show the people who are in charge of Jamaica are criminal minded, and not one of them came out and denounced his appointment of this court dealer. The media is putting Isaac Buchanan on a pedestal as if he's a role model. You people are destroying the society by upholding unethical, immoral, and indecent behavior. How many convicted drug dealers as police officers are serving in the police force? None. If a policeman is convicted even for assault OBM, he cannot be a police officer anymore. But yet still a convicted drug dealer can be a lawyer in Jamaica. You don't you see that is a criminal's paradise that the people living in? The system is filled with criminals from the top to the bottom. The young police officers, you are not a part of their corrupt system, and you have no deep secret for the judges benefit from drug dealing and criminal activity. And the convicted drug dealer lawyer, ISAT Buchanan, who is a convicted criminal in Jamaica and a convicted drug dealer in America. If you are a patriot, it is time for you to stop thinking that way. Jamaica is going lower, and I don't think it is going to get better. Jamaica doesn't have a crime problem. Jamaica has a corruption problem. And Isaac Buchanan is the best beneficiary of the corrupted Jamaican system that is called government. Thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the time to subscribe. You should do so now. Click on the bell and it will serve you well. Also, share the video with your friends, neighbors, and co-workers. Have yourself a beautiful day, and remember, Jamaica is gone full-blown criminals paradise. Christopher Dudus, Commissioner of Police. What do you say? I said, if one man is convicted and is a coke dealer and he is the officer of the court, well, it would be fair for this man to become commissioner of police because all of it's criminals running the system. You understand? So give another criminal a blight. Yes, let him go there and become the commissioner of police because there's nothing to stop the government from appointing because it's their system. Not it's not do the system, you know, it's their system. So if you want it, they will have to give it to him. All the best to you. Welcome to the criminal's paradise, Jamaica.